I should have that playing in the background, and I totally want to do a remix of that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally want to do a remix.
It's my favorite thing.
Yes.
Sometimes I dream about it, and I wake up, and it's our little happy tune.
I don't know how I feel about that for you. I couldn't. Hey, if it brings you joy, I'm all about it.
That's all that matters.
So, welcome everybody to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. That's the amazing Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path.
Meet me.
I'm the amazing TarotStache.
Meet me.
Meet me.
Meet me.
And in this episode of Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald, we're moving on to our next hashtag 13 signs, 26 spreads.
Thank you, sweet baby God above. And below and to the side.
Yes. Yeah, because, that's just simply put.
Mm-hmm.
This is, anyhow. We'll talk. We'll talk
about it.
We'll talk about it. The best chatters are here or are coming in. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
For entertainment purposes only, do not do anything based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really, please.
Really?
It's for your own safety.
Yes.
It's for your own safety. But, I am better now that the best chatters are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
The lovely people.
The lovely people. The lovelies. The lovelies.
Mm-hmm.
So, I should come up with a theme song for the best chatters, right?
Yeah. We could. Totally.
Yes. I'm working on the merch for that.
Woot woot.
So.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm a little bit jealous of the whole Jane's Got a Mustache t-shirt. I saw a little bit of green this morning. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Are you a medium?
No.
Oh, it's an extra small?
It's twice you've almost gotten coffee today.
Oh, yes. Well, anyhow, so we'll distract people by, hi, Zane. Good to see you. Tarot Token Witchery. Madame Maru is here. Hello.
Hello.
Plucky Heroine. Hello. And Beth, Aspasia Rising. And Kat Evans is work lurking yet again.
Worker lurker.
It's okay. We will not tell anybody. Just hide us. Minimize the screen if the boss shows up. So,
Madame Maru, I don't need a t-shirt. I don't need to be on Team Stash because I'm already on Team Stash. It was just a good poke at him. Poke.
Oh, she may not need one. The question is what color? So, and Stacy May, Catitude Crafters Retreat. Hello. Oh, and Stacy is a Capricorn.
Are you a Capricorn in which system?
Yes, that's yes. Are you a Capricorn in Western astrology or true sidereal or true sky? What sign was the sun in when you were born? When you look up at the sky?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people?
I don't know, Beth. You tell us.
How does it feel?
Listening.
Team work lurking.
Team worker lurker.
Yes. And there's Tom, early ritual.
Hi, Tom.
Good to see you, Tom. Western, some say Sagittarius, born on 22nd December 70. Yep. So,
Yeah.
but those are all things. So, Jamie, how are you?
Hi. Peachy.
Okay. And I'm finding that I'm needing to look over my glasses because I think my eyes are getting better or something like that. So I'm like going, so if I'm looking down to you, please know that I am looking down at you. I just wanted to see. So, Madame Maru, do I call you Maru or Merita now? So, yeah, the details are really, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Masteringthezodiac.com is the place that is helpful. But anyhow,
Not perfect. Yeah.
not perfect, but, and Beth says my moon and ascendant are both Capricorn.
Oh,
Yes, but Western astrology or true sidereal?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me get my light seers out and do a reading on that for you, Beth. Kristen is here. Hi, Kristen. Thank you for joining us. Oh, here you go. Maru is my family nickname, so it's perfectly acceptable.
Nice.
So, and Sally is here. Good to see you.
I hope.
So, this 13 signs, 26 spreads, brainchild, brain nightmare,
Fart.
brain fart, okay,
Mm.
where I want to use some tarot decks
Mm-hmm.
this year. So I'm using a
Okay.
new tarot deck based upon each of the 13 signs.
But not a new tarot deck, a deck from your collection that's been sitting on the shelf that
For
hasn't
like
gotten
2
any
years
love.
that has a book. Yes.
Yeah, that has a book. Yeah,
Yes.
that was your criteria.
Our shining lights is here.
Yep.
And Candy Soul and Soil is here. Hi, Candy.
Hey.
It's a brain toot.
That's the polite way, yes.
Okay, there you go, Beth. The astrology which resonates with you. Great.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. It's just
That
good. It's just good for my brain to know, you know.
Yep. We're not judging at all because there's
And
no
we're
room
not
for
recruiters.
judgment. Yeah, we're not recruiters. You know. Sheila Edwards says Capricorn, January 4th. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. So in this brain toot,
Yes.
it was like, hey, Jamie, you want to do this with me? And it sort of grew into this, and there's a playlist for it.
And it seems easy, but it is not easy.
What's the easy part for you?
No, I said it seems easy, but it is not easy.
Oh, well, I was trying to pick up on the positive side, but okay.
Well, it's all positive. It's not negative. It's just, let's see if I can put it a different way for you. It's not as easy as I believed it would be. How's that? But it's not negative.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I would probably understand you better if you had a mustache t-shirt on.
Maybe I would be speaking the same language, but then how much fun would that be?
Oh, a hell of a lot of fun. So we are going to summarize our Sagittarius, and we used, and what decks and spreads we use for Sagittarius.
Right.
And then we're going to remind people of what our Capricorn deck is. Yes. And then I'm going to pick my spreads for what I'm going to use.
Just you?
And Jamie's going to pick her spreads too.
Oh, the dog just tried to come in.
Don't join his cult, Jamie.
Too late, baby. It's been many years in the making.
Oh, I love it. Jamie just being jammy.
Oh, no, Pamela. Ugh, my friend, my fellow student, my fellow, crapu.
All right. So on that note, such a fine line between channel and cult.
Ha ha.
So there you go. So would you like to remind people what deck you were using for your Sagittarius reads?
Yes, I was using the Oak, Ash, and Thorn, and I had to switch in the middle of things because it is a cardstock that doesn't shuffle easy for my hands when they are no, when they are in flare, or if I'm having wrist problems or something like that. So I switched to the Feline Rider Tarot.
Which is because of Jane, the Secret Tarot, correct?
Oh yeah, we'll blame her, sure. But yeah, it was just easier, much easier for me to shuffle. And quite truthfully, it's really hard to stick with one deck for me, but I did force myself to stay within the two. So, yeah.
Okay. Jamie intimidates me, but I love Jamie. See what I mean?
Oh,
And by the way, Fogo Pogo was one of the two winners last week when we were here for my channelversary, the reading. Kaylee is getting her reading tonight.
Oh, nice.
So
very nice.
And okay, so Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Thorn. Okay. And so the deck, do you want to know what deck I was using? Do you want me to remind people what deck I was using?
Absolutely.
I was using the Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh, which I paid an immense amount of money for. Unpopular opinion, because we changed signs Saturday.
Yeah.
So I may be willing to sell this to somebody here in the continental United States for yes.
For a chunk of change.
For a chunk of change. So I paid a lot of money for it, and there we go. So what was your spread?
It was growth, challenge, and message.
Okay. I did two. I pulled two spreads because I knew I was not going to be able to handle doing one spread for that long.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
Yeah. So it's the Pamela Batchelor, it's the bridge, standing, heading, and under. And then the Naomi Hewitt situation, action, and outcome.
Nice.
So I am doing this one again for the last week.
Cool.
So, oh yeah. Oh, Tom, no worries. My channelversary happens every year. So, oh, there you go. Kaylee's
Yay. He's delightful.
Oh, and Tom is reminding me that got to make room for the Terra Volatile.
Yeah, I need the big book. I have the deck was a gift from Patrice, which I am infinitely grateful for, but I need to get the big book.
Yeah. So, okay, nobody picked up on the fact that I am willing to sell this.
Oh, I think they picked up on it.
So, and actually what I like is I like the Earth Flesh, which is the book. It works out very nicely. So,
yeah, I was part of the Kickstarter, waited 2 years for it, so I get it.
Yeah. So I guess we should, yeah, we picked up on it. Okay. So what deck are you using for, oh, wait a minute. Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Let's talk about Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn.
Okay, so disclaimer, folks. Not normally, for the traditional Western sky, what we're usually raised with, right? December 22nd to January 19th. But we are going under where was the sun during the time, right? So January 20th to February 16th is where we are for Capricorn. And so that's how long our readings will be with the deck we choose and the spreads.
Yes.
So ruling planet is Saturn. The symbol is the goat. Diligence and repressive, depending on which side you're looking at it. Duality is supposedly feminine. The element is the earth. Key word, which I always find interesting because it's words actually, and it's I use, which is fascinating to me. Body parts are your knees and your bones. How are your knees different from your bones?
Well, and in the purple book it says bony knees.
Bony, that's better. Bony knees.
And I love it. I love it. It's like Beth is like, let's talk about Capricorn and Saturn. So.
I am not qualified to talk about Capricorn and Saturn. Oh, Patrick. Oh, Julie.
Yeah,
I'm not qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would, and by Western astrology, it's a cardinal sign.
Correct.
And it's a garnet is the gemstone.
My mom's birthstone. She was born January 20th, which I still, or 20th, 19th. So I have to figure out her stuff. I have to still look that up.
And okay, so the key phrase that I see is I use. I also see the key word is ambition.
To accomplish.
Yeah. And Beth said it's the devil card in the tarot deck.
Okay.
There you go. And Maru said knees have cartilage, don't they? When they're healthy.
Right. You've got all the juice in them. Yep.
Yes. So, and I also it's like how to spot a Capricorn, likes clocks and watches.
Interesting. My mom did have an affinity for clocks. How funny.
Yeah.
Did you ever know that when you write down a certain word, and you look at it and you think it has to be wrong? Ambition is one of those words. I wrote it down when you said it, and then I looked at it and I'm like, okay, English major. So I had to look at my phone. I'm like, oh no, it's right. It just looks wrong.
There you go. Beth says Capricorns use all available to attain their goals. They are resourceful and often ambitious.
Yeah.
And Lottie B is here. Hi, Lottie.
Hi, Lottie.
Good to see you. So that is a very, very brief summary of Capricorn from The Stars Within You and Llewellyn's Complete Book of Astrology. Put those down. So all 4 Capricorns close to me are very ambitious, our Shining Light said.
Yeah. My mom was probably the most ambitious person I ever met. So, yeah.
So we picked last time we picked which decks we were using. And Beth put into chat, she knows what deck she would use for Capricorn. Which deck would you use for Capricorn, Beth?
Which deck? Share. Tell me.
And I would say if you have a deck that you would use for Capricorn, let us know. I'm curious now. So, and then Jamie and I will. Well, do you want to share first, or would you like me to share? Oh, the Anna. Oh. She would use the Anna.
Okay. So mine is Keeper of the Sacred Bee.
Nice.
It's a very ambitious deck.
Very nice. And mine that I'm using is the Sherlock Holmes Tarot.
Nice.
So the John Matthews and Will Kingham. So should I show some of those cards?
Yeah, absolutely.
How's that working for you, Gerald?
No thumb holes. Mistake, mistake,
Oh,
mistake.
nope. Thumb hole at the top.
All right. Well, that's
Maru
better.
said the first deck that comes to mind for Capricorn is Elemental Wisdom.
Oh, interesting. I
Okay.
have that over there.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's got a good book, so you can't hate hate something with a good book. Does anybody
Right.
else have this deck?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it's available now. I bought this at Barnes and Noble.
How long ago?
5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Candy said she picked the Witch's Wisdom. That's interesting. And Beth said that the Anarchy, based on the way it communicates, blunt, no nonsense, honest, succinct.
Yeah.
Yep, I have that deck.
Yep. So now I'm curious about when this was published. Capricorns, horny or fishy? Elementary, dear Watson. Yes, Robin. Hi, Robin. So, and Marie says, I do not, but I love Sherlock. Sterling Ethos. It was illustrated in 2014, so it's 10 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The Capricorn I know, Kristen says, is also OCD. Do you think they run together? Could be. Hi, fun boy. Yes, I've had a lovely day. So, okay. So these are so basically we're going to start using this deck for our morning reading.
Mm-hmm.
Did you show any of your cards? Did you want to?
No, because you would have to get yours out. I don't know that it's gonna focus or do any of the things necessary. Plus, I have to hold it. Weird.
Yeah,
I do love the backs.
Yes. And do you have the special bag for it?
I do.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do.
Yep. Robin gets along very well with Capricorns.
No, I could see you and my mom just duking it out over words and argument and being just fine with the words and argument, not it being contentious, but definitely very,
Is that the sacred bee or the keeper of the bees?
It's keeper of the sacred bee.
Yes, keeper of this. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So this is the RWS version, the last one that came out.
It's this one.
Yes, it is that one.
I have it around. Well,
Are my other bee decks back there? Yeah, they're back there.
Yeah, I have mine. So now we're going to pick which spread we're going to use with that. And because I did not number my spreads, and I'm simply doing this.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to tell you when to stop. How's that? Does that work for you? Or do you want to be the one that does the energy that pulls them?
Sure. Go ahead.
Stop. Where your thumb is. No, left thumb. Left. Nope. Other stack. The stack you set down. Left thumb. Yeah, that one.
That's the first one. I always pick 2.
I know, but that's the first one.
Okay.
The look on his face and his pink cheeks like, God damn it, Jamie. I see the bubble above your head, sir. Yeah. Stop. That one. That one. Yeah, you're supposed to intrinsically know. You can't see my finger, but
that one. Okay.
All
right. So, would you like to know which ones I have?
Mm-hmm. And then we can answer Beth's question, I
Yes.
suppose.
First one I have is by Toadstool Tarot.
Mm.
Robin, you're here. Put a stash on it, put a wig on it, put a laugh on it.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to run out of space for my cards because
Yeah.
stash on it, wig on it, laugh on it.
Love it.
So I have to write this down. Capricorn 1.
Mm-hmm.
And my Capricorn 2 is, oh, it's the sip sip spread.
Oh,
Drink,
nice. Yeah.
yes, pee.
Haha.
So there you go.
Okay. So if you want to choose any, so 2 numbers, 1 to 26, you cannot choose 16.
18.
Okay.
Three.
All right. Okay. I don't have anybody assigned to this one, but it's bravery, alignment, and release.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's 4. I know I didn't pull out the. And what does number 18 look like? Mm-hmm. Huh. Michelle Marie, Enigma, The Veil, and The Revelation.
Ooh.
Wow. Some deep ones for. Wow.
Yeah, you have the deep ones. I have put a stash on it, put a wig on it, and put a laugh on it, and then drink, digest, and pee.
Jeez.
And Tom is reminding us not to pee, digest, and drink. So.
Okay. So, do you want to answer the questions about the question that Beth had?
Okay. So Beth had, would you both give a brief explanation as why you chose the decks you chose in relation to Capricorn?
Yeah.
Yes. I randomly picked the card. I didn't plan it. I wanted to do the completely random thing.
And I planned it based on my description: business, diligent, ambitious. So how I have it written down is the sacred bee, the bee's knees. So I find this deck, because we interview all of our decks, right?
Yes.
And he catalogs differently than I do, but we both have an idea of how they talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this one is very straightforward, but can be very ambitious in that it's very broad in its readings. That's hard to explain, but it's definitely very, very diligent, very businesslike, a workhorse, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And Beth says that makes sense.
And bees, right? They're diligent, hardworking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how I got mine.
Yes. I wasn't that planful.
Shocking.
So I'm going to be using the Sherlock Holmes Tarot, all through Capricorn.
Yes.
And it should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, yeah. And, I could actually do a flip through of this deck.
Well, that'd be helpful, I think. Yeah.
So I don't think I did that before. And the finger holes are at the top of the.
I think that's very awkward. Mr. Matthews, you should talk to the publisher. That's very awkward.
As if John Matthews is going to be watching.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. Yes. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm still waiting to get the call about syndicating this show.
Yeah, same.
So, You know, then we would have to wear a t-shirt with the
We
mustache.
would have to brand. That is true.
We would have to brand.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So that's good. He's sending an email now. There you go. There you go.
Thanks, Beth.
Okay. So I have that. So I'm ready
Yes.
with some. But yeah. So that's 13 signs, 26 spreads. Thanks for coming. We'll see you all again soon. Please contact me if you want to buy my Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh Tarot, slightly used for an exorbitant amount of money.
He's being ridiculous because it's only 30 minutes past the hour.
I know. So,
Beth, are you going to play along? Are you going to use the Anna K and do a spread, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, don't kiss and hug yet and fun because we're not done yet.
We're not done yet because didn't you get a package?
I did.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about anything recent.
Well, I could talk about a little bit of it because I have a little bit of it sitting here. I have this.
Oh, there, I am going to embiggen you, so hold. There you go. Look at that, everybody.
So this is my sketch, the preliminary sketch. Yes, retract those kisses and hugs and fun, Beth, but stay. So at the bottom, it says Wizard Island sketch. And then it says completed. Oh boy, I have a hard time in here.
So say Wizard Island thread sketch completed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. In 2023 by Gerald M. etc. But that's my thread sketch. I have a 6-foot version.
Yep.
That is even prettier than this and is amazing, and it's going to hang right in front of me as soon as I get it put up. This one I'm going to frame and I'm going to take to work.
Cool.
I already know where I'm going to hang it. Yeah, it's amazing. And then my other birthday gift arrived, which is the Tarot of Oneness.
There, I'll put that back. Yes. This lovely.
Yes. And mind you, my birthday is not now. No birthday, happy birthdays necessary, please. It was in May. Yeah, I will, Candy. Gerald and I'll do some kind of special something when I get it hung up. I have right now in front of me, I have a very large window and cascading across it in lights, and then hanging from the lights are certain light seers cards, and I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah.
Candy. 1. So yeah, so I'm kind of done with that. And then what the curtain on is on a ironed crazy kind of scroll thing. And so that's what I'm going to hang it on, because Gerald was so kind to put pockets on the back of it to hang.
Yeah. And do you know what happened? I was looking, I was going to finish that video for the Wizard Island, the finished one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in iMovie. Half of the images that I used have disappeared. I have to recreate the video.
That's the way the things roll, man. Yeah. I was born on May 1st.
So, yes. Yes. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Happy belated, happy preemptive. Mm-hmm. Basically, this is just me not mailing stuff in time, not finishing stuff in time.
I didn't say shit. That's all on him.
I know. That's why
I was not intimating that there was an issue. Your creative.
No, there isn't an issue. There isn't an issue because you're pleased with what you got.
Oh, I'm over the moon tickled. I don't have everything else here though. Otherwise, I would share it all. But I do have 2 of the things that came in the 2 boxes.
Yeah. And so, yeah. I have some of the other stuff if we want to. He's an overachiever. It's for this year. There you go. Yeah.
For this year?
Yeah, it's for this
You
year.
gotta
You got it early.
swap this back.
You
Thank
got
you.
us early. Are you better?
Yes, I'm better.
Okay.
I feel better.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad. And I have to say, because I am going to do a video on the thread sketch as well as the finished one. The thread sketch, I pretty much was able to get close to finished while I was just after your birthday when Jeffrey and I were on quilt retreat.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah. The actual art piece itself, the fabric piece itself is.
it's 68 by 38. So it's rather big.
Yeah, it's very rad though. So I put it on Facebook for a little while as my cover, and then I don't know what, Facebook glitches every once in a while, and then it takes it off, and I'm like, I hate you. But so it was taken off, which I took it as a sign to leave it off. But anyway, when I took the picture of it, how I had laid it out on my bed and kind of did an overview, and it looked super, super tiny. And it's like, okay, there is nothing tiny about this piece. And I have this 6-foot shelf here, and then all my running metals run along here, right? And so my idea was to put it in that space on the wall because there's an open part separating the series of metals. And but then when it arrived, I decided that just wasn't good enough.
Oh,
so that's why it's going up in front of me, because I will see it and do the things, and then the window will be half open and all the things. Yeah.
Well, and I did ask Jamie how large of a space she had, so there were tape measures involved on both of our ends.
Oh yeah, it was my choice because I thought it would be perfect, but it honestly is so pretty. And it's not that I didn't think it would be pretty, because I did, because I had seen, previous work, but I just can't see enough of it, even though there's this open space.
Yeah.
The top mountains are really super important to me. Not only is Wizard really sacred, but the top mountains have a lot of story and mysticism and everything, and I just can't see enough of it. Sure. So I said, fuck it, I want it right there.
So stay tuned. There will be a picture of that. I also have to figure out what kind of music to play in the background, and I will be talking over it. So, but that's okay.
Pick Peach's favorite music.
Pick what?
Peach's favorite music.
Oh.
And that's not you saying pretty peaches 900 times to her in the morning either.
As she's having her coffee or their coffee.
Yes. Yeah.
So we
Night
also
on Bald Mountain. Good choice.
Bald Mountain. That would.
I got a story for you about that song if you want to hear it. But anyway, my mom used to play music for us, and we would dance, right? And so one of the first albums that came out the year I was born was Oliver's Starshine, I think. And so it's always been like one of my favorite songs. Good Morning Starshine. And then Night on Bald Mountain, she would play. And I tell you what, I was scared shitless of that piece of music until I got into my 20s, and I listened to the whole thing because it's such a piece, but it always seemed like when there was like turbulence going on, that's when that piece would be played. And of course we had this big record player and the 2-track tape reel, and it was on that. So yeah. I love it now, but I still get that inkling of that little kid and the ooh.
There you go. Okay, so we have questions, and then we can talk about some things that we have planned for Back and Forth with Jamie and Gerald, the syndicated show. Call us.
I do have the cards. I do have those here. Okay. I do have that. Hi, Julie.
And so Beth said, I'll rewatch and play along with Anna Kay.
Cool.
So, and Robin asked, I'm not clear on what we're doing. Pick a deck and apply the cards in 2-3 card spreads determined by these note cards. Is that it? You can do it that way.
Sure.
Jamie and I, we picked a deck for the sign of Capricorn. I had, I think almost 30 spreads that actually you people helped to, yeah, look at me, you people, the best chatters helped to create when we were talking about 3-card spreads. And so I have randomly picked we've randomly picked 2 3-card spreads to use for our daily draws using that deck. And we're doing that through the sign of Capricorn. So, and Terror of Oneness is very nice. Expect a deck casual with Richie and Jamie.
So, yes.
Yeah, one of my spreads, Robin, are from you. I think you heard that. I think you were being funny with it, and lo and behold, put a stash on it, put a wig on it, put a laugh on it. So,
I think it's funny.
There you go. So, but we weren't necessarily going to do readings today. We're not doing. I mean, so these are our personal readings that we're doing. I mean, let me ask you.
We have a couple of days to go still yet.
20th, yeah, we have. It switches on. I think on Saturday. Are people doing daily draws? And if you are, what are you using to track your daily draws? I mean, Jamie and I are using the Ritual Planner for 2024. So I just got a new planner. It's a Ritual Planner, but it's the what was this called? The Gratitude version?
No, it's called something else, but it has all the prompts that we like.
Yes, I'm grateful for, I'm proud of, I am manifesting in a single card pull. So,
and I understand that. I've been barely touching my cards this year so far.
I think, and well, we know what my issue is with the deck that I'm using, but that's okay. It's okay, Tom. I mean, you don't have to touch. I mean, it's okay.
Whatever. Were there other questions that were starred, or was that just the one?
That's it. And Maru said I can't reach my elemental wisdom, so using the clarity tarot to play along. And that's why I think people think we're going to. Okay, here's a good question. So do you do both of those spreads every day? No.
It's usually to break up the monotony.
Yes. It's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. But no, it's usually I'll use one for 2 weeks and then the other one for 2 weeks, or 1 week and 1 week, and go back and forth.
And I don't go that long, Maru. I go back and forth.
Yeah. Do you? You go back and forth like daily?
Yeah. Okay. I have to. I have found this is a challenge for me, right? And that was the whole idea, is to be challenged. But I find, and I think it's just based on my personality and how I view creativity and stuff like that. It's kind of like when the internet was out, right? It's like you don't need the internet until you need the internet, right?
Yes.
So I find that hard and fast rules and boundaries are not something that I enjoy. So I think that's why, I think that's why I got out of a career that was 25, 26 years in the making. And I was doing another career at the same time. And now I'm just doing that other career full time because it's ever changing. The only thing that doesn't change is the bills, except for in dollar amount.
Robin, I absolve you from any responsibility to use my spread repeatedly. I thought maybe you draw a different note card spread for each day of your monthly investigation. That's an interesting thought.
It is an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, but Robin, I love it. One of the things that I love about it is because I will tell you the reason I put it on there. It's like, I'm thinking about that. Put a stash on it, put a wig on it, and put a laugh on it. I mean, part of it is this is the release it and release it with joy.
Mm-hmm.
Put a stash on it is basically make sure, take care of yourself, Gerald. Make sure that your stuff is in order. And
Mm-hmm.
put a wig on it is it's okay to fancy yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I like that spread. Like I said, you got the clever. I don't want to say clever because all of them are clever, but you got the one that tickles me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are pretty serious, but that's okay. I'll take it.
And
kind of where my brain is. That's probably why my energy went there. So.
What I need to do is I need to create a music video of me putting a stash on it.
Put a stash on it.
Everybody get the reference to that.
Robin, Gerald has a spread that involves peeing, so yours is highbrow in comparison.
Yes. Oh, Pamela Batcher says I have the Hobonichi cousin for Maine. What?
Mm-hmm. Hobonichi.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
For the Maine Journal in a week, and a weeks for weekly spread.
Yeah. So Hobonichi, depending on if it's the Techo or no, it's the cousin. So it's a different size, and then the weeks is tall and thin. I like the weeks a lot. I like the mega weeks is my favorite, but
Jeffrey is on the other side of the camera and he's putting a blanket on, and he just moved the blanket and all of my cards just went whoosh.
Oh no.
and he's got this grin on his face that is just like he didn't mean to do that, but it's funny.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you like it, you should have put a stash on it, Jeffrey says. Tom says every year I try a week's, Pamela, and it never works for me. This is also the first year in a while without a cousin, but I'm using an A5 Hobonichi notebook.
Nice. Yeah.
I see put a wig on it as letting your inner shine from another point of view.
The inner you.
Inner you.
Yeah.
Inner you shine. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So love that. Cousin is an A5 original Techo.
Techo.
Okay. It's A6.
It's Japanese.
Okay. So.
Techo is an A6. Yeah, I have several A6s, but yeah. I like the A6 to just throw in my bag. I like the weeks to throw in my bag, but I find that I write too small in them, and that's why I always end up in an A5. So as much as I'm trying the A6 again this year, but my work planner does not support an A6. If I'm in a hurry, my writing is big, and I would take up the whole page with 2 words.
Maru says I have a blank sketchbook. Yes.
Nice.
Write in your Techo while dancing to techno.
Hey, why not?
There you go.
Then it'll be 1 word per page.
1 letter per page.
Yeah, right?
There you go.
Hey. So is it one of those situations, Gerald, the situation with the cards over there? Is it that when we are done with our live that you are going to carefully step and lift your chair as opposed to anything else so that you don't?
No, I got it. It's okay. They were the stash tags.
Oh, horrible.
Yes, I know. So were you going to show people the other cards that you got in your thing? Because we have 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Because So this is the thing. This has actually started the back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. back to our roots.
Yeah, our roots of stuff. So Gerald put together the back and forth edition, cobbled together from 4 sources. So we have Let's Get Deep for back and forth, and we have different cards from different places with different things on them.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. Maura said, I print my own dot grid paper and use a regular binder. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the future, you may be having a back and forth, maybe it'll be called the cards. And that's the kind where everybody can play along and answer the questions with us. So
it'll be fun. It's going to be crazy. When that came, so when I opened the box, there were a couple of things that I went, what? A couple of things I knew would be there. And then he's like, well, you can ask me later, because he was busy, you see. You can ask me later why. So yeah.
What? I don't understand any of that. We have different stuff from different places with different times. That's exactly right. What part of this do you not understand?
I don't get it. I don't understand. So there are 4 different decks in that box that Gerald divided up between the 2 of us that have different questions from different categories, etc. And so he combined them in his infinite wisdom as to how we're going to do it. We haven't decided, but these are the decks, and he's divided it up between the 2 of us.
And then the last one, Jamie got the big thing, which was we're not really strangers. You got the big box.
Let's get deep.
Let's get deep. I'm conceiving a back and forth like a rocking chair, leaning forward into it and retreating backwards from it. A binary sort of dance.
Let's go, Robin.
That gets it. I guess, yeah, it is an advanced class, and you belong here.
Only because our brains kind of do this.
Yeah, I guess we're in luck. We get to pick from all 4 of your questions for the month.
Oh.
So, yeah, and so we'll figure out. So it's fun.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, it will be fun when
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah. So gosh. How's that for a lot of stuff? Oh, and you also got your favorite coffee.
I did, which was hilarious, guys, because here's this coffee, right? And it's no longer being produced. And that was the first thing I saw in the box. And I squealed like a little kid on the 4th of July with her first sparkler. And Stevens comes hauling ass down the hallway. And he's like, what in the hell? And I'm like, look. And I take it and I put it in the freezer because I have to grind it. It's whole beans. That's fantastic. I have to grind it. So I put it in the freezer. And then Gerald and I are together and we're chatting and I'm talking about the things in the box. And he's kind of looking at me like, and then? And I'm like, I don't know what you're looking for here. I had completely forgotten about the coffee. And it was the first thing I saw, the first thing I exclaimed over, and even had my husband having a miniature heart attack trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, the coffee.
Because you got coffee mailed to you from me, and then I got coffee delivered to me. So, And hi, Jane the Seeker.
Hi, Jane.
So yeah. But so this starts on Saturday, the shift. What?
Sorry, Beth. She's just on my wavelength today.
Yeah, another dimension. Harold was a busy boy. Jane was calling me Harold.
Harold.
Yeah. Oh.
Harold.
So, but yeah. So there's that. And, hey, it's all good. It's all good, people. So we will be starting that on Saturday, moving into Capricorn. And I don't know. Our we could start these questions next week if you
We
wanted.
could. Mm-hmm.
I
We
mean, would
could.
people like that? Because
Do the best chatters want to play along? Huh?
yeah, and that's true. The best it is the best when the best chatters play along. I had a great conversation with Tanis from Twillo Lifestyle and meeting Betsy Palmer today about embracing humanness.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Lots of comments in the chat. So many I was having a hard time keeping up with it.
Nice.
So,
I like that. It's one of my favorite things to back and forth with everybody in the chat with what we're doing, but then also their perspective. It's great. I think it's fun. That's why we do what we do. It's fun.
Okay, and then so Beth says she'll start on Saturday with Anna Kay.
Cool.
And yes, a lot of fun. Yes, next week. It was a really good chat. It really was. And Tom said we were a chatty bunch of chatters today. And if I could be a DJ and remix things, I would totally be putting a wiki behind that. Chatter, wiki. We both did that at the same time. Wiki.
I know.
So, Andy, you were with the kids. Nothing to be sorry about. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have a big dog standing on the other side of my door,
trying to get your attention,
whining. I could hear him in Steven's in a meeting right now.
Oh, and I just heard that. Was that him?
Did you hear him?
Yes.
It's like, big boy, big whine. Yep.
Where's my human? Where's my human?
He wants to WALK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I can't get down the street right now in my car, and I have a 4-wheel drive. So, yeah. Anyway,
Candy, next week, join us because we're going to be asking the deep questions from and I didn't count how many questions there were in these.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. It's just going to be a surprise.
Well, this one had 140 cards, so that's 140 questions. So, yes, and Jeffrey goes, but she's got 70 of them, Mulligan. Yes, she does. And the burning questions, this one is 80 cards to answer all the juicy questions.
All the juicy questions. I got 40 of them.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah, Fitz is not a big weenie. Man, he will take on anything except for a motorcycle and a well digger. Those are the only two things that so far that I have found that he will not take on.
So I just want to point you, what does that say?
80 cards to answer all the juicy questions.
Welcome. Today's video is sponsored by the word moist.
You guys didn't get to see my reaction to that. He did. That's why he's laughing.
Yes, that's why I was like going, oh shoot, I didn't, but it had to be the word that came through. Bye, Jane. Have a good Zoom. A well digger. Well, that's hysterical. That you know this. I mean, yeah.
I live in farm country. I live in rural Oregon. Yeah.
Did you ever that word? Did you ever watch what was that? Oh, I can't remember. It's 30 Rockefeller, something like that.
30 Rock?
Yes, 30 Rock. And the book that she wrote. What was the title of that book that she wrote?
I don't know, but I know exactly what you're talking about because every time I see their faces every time. Yeah.
I don't even think we have well diggers in England.
Really? Yeah, every time we put in a well, you hear the well diggers, and they make a very rhythmic thumping sound, and he was a loose stray on the streets down in California, in Southern California. And so there are two things that he's afraid of, and it's that deep rhythmic sound and high performance motorcycles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kaylee's going to be working some overtime tonight.
Aww.
Half an hour. Aww. So, wow. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Join us next week for the burning questions and and I will
Moist
not
content.
and moist content. I'm totally going to tag that. Join us for moist content.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think street sounds scare him? Yeah, street sounds scare him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the Well Diggers sounds like an old folk group, like the Kingston Trio.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. No syndication for moist content. That's right. You tell him.
What? Tom, whose side are you on?
Not yours today.
Oh, here you go. Here we go. The moistest of the moistest. Of the mostest. And then we have get your spiritual taste buds salivating.
Woot woot.
And then if I had a hammer.
Nice. But a ding 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 ding.
The dry, non-moist side. The amount of clips we could get from these
last 3 minutes. Yes. Lord Candy.
Well, and Tom, you just remember when I get the Terra Volatile. I mean, Tom made me do that. So
did he?
Yes, he actually forced me to press buy. Tom and I were talking about it after our casual, and then I saw somebody post that, they're having a sale of dented decks and dented books, and I'm like, going, how much of a sale? And I'm like, that much of a sale? Okay.
That means I should probably go look at the book, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
You
may have convinced him. Yes.
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself.
Well, and that's an idea that Heather had of going through tarot decks and pulling out people who look like famous people in your cards.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm on the 2 of Pentacles, apparently, from that. And Tom said the book is amazing. Oh, here you go. What's your moist used deck? Yeah, moist cake beats dry every time. Yep. Oh, hashtag dented decks.
Yep. I got a dented deck yesterday. As a matter of fact, the deck that arrived yesterday, Gerald, had like 4 dents in it. And it's like, well, fuck, what have you been through?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I decided not to even argue about it because I know what's going to happen. I'll send it back and it'll get thrown away. And I'm not going to do that.
There you go. But are the cards okay?
Yeah, the cards are fine. The book's fine. That's why I was like, I don't like big books anyway. Or big boxes, so it's okay.
Yeah, dented deck. In other words, decks that leave you a bruise. Oh, and Beth is like going, oh no, don't do that. Once you see a famous person, you can't unsee them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell a story really fast, and it's not a bad story. It's just funny to me. I forget sometimes how much younger different people are that we communicate within the community. Mm-hmm. And Benabel didn't recognize somebody that I thought she should recognize. And it gave me a chuckle because it made my head go,
yeah,
because I remembered that she's that much younger than I am.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was just very funny. So yeah, I agree. I don't ever want to see, because you can't unsee it.
Tom says, I convinced him to get the sassy burrito and convinced you to get the volatile. So we both got great deals. We did, because the Sasa Rabito, she has decks that are a little weird.
Oh, they're wonky printing or something.
Yeah, the
like
wonky
that.
printing, and her shop on Etsy. By the way, always buy the Sasa Rabito from her Etsy store. Don't go anywhere else because it's fake. She's on break right now. They're on vacation. I'm wondering if they're going to have another copy of the Tiny Traveler.
Yeah.
Because I am buying another copy of this.
Because you use it a lot. Yeah, I had a friend contact me the other night asking me if I had a certain deck. It was Prisma's Visions. And then she sent me the link that she had that was on eBay, and it was $18. And I said, okay, so number one, yes, I have it. Number two, yes, I think you would enjoy it. It's panoramic. The colors are beautiful, blah, blah, blah. But that's a fake. And I said, you need to go, aloha, you need to go to James R. Eads and get it from him. Yes, you could purchase it for $18, but you are just perpetuating the whole counterfeit thing. Hey, Debbie.
And there's that too. I mean, you reference Buster Keaton and people are, who?
Yeah.
And Debbie is here. Good to see you,
I
Debbie.
don't see the dented books one. They don't have the link for the dented books on their website.
It's not there anymore?
It's just the regular, looks like 50 euros.
Debbie, join us next week, because we're going back to the back and forth asking questions. So, all right. Well, 6 minutes ago I said we were going to head out. So, but more chatters showed up. So of course we're saying hi.
Of course.
So, all right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. Bye.